I'm dripping junket. How you all doing? Ralfy at Ralphy's Reviews, Team No Steep. I'm going to do another review today. We're going to look at these Comp Life Murdered Out style mods that come with this Modfather and Hubble caps and a bit of a torpedo style deck. So we've just got these in. Basically they're a Murdered Out Able clone, and they come with two caps and a deck to build on. Really good. The mods themselves are all copper, the caps are all brass, and the decks are stainless and copper. So pretty much like the real deal, and it costs nothing compared to the original. So far so good. I'm loving mine. Been using it a few days. Let me just have a quick vape. They certainly perform, and they certainly look the part. You know, they feel really tactile, ever so heavy. Should have weighed it really, and compared it to the original, my authentic Able, but I've not. Anyway, as usual, I'll show you what comes in the kit. We'll get up close and personal. If I can line the logo up for a bit of product placement, we'll get up close and personal. Show you what comes in the kit, show you how it goes together. I'll show you mine built up, and we'll have another vape on it and talk about how they perform. So I'll see you in a minute, yeah? Okie dokie. So here's the mod. It's really hard to get a good image of this because it's so black. The old smartphone struggles. And you'll see, those of you with a keen eye will notice that that AV logo on the top says VA. Now that's only happened to the very first batch produced, and we're lucky enough to have some. At first I wasn't impressed, but they came in a little cheaper, which obviously we've passed on to our wonderful Knucklehead Vape fam, and it kind of makes them unique, you know. They're kind of rare. You're not going to get any others like this. So, you know, where are you going to get a Murdered Out Able with VA? And a Tider. It's alright. So we've got a solid copper mod. Top comes out, as it does with all Able style and Ables. Bottom switch comes off, allowing us to remove this sleeve. There's your copper body. The threads on this are absolutely bang on, they're on point, and the finishes as well. I don't know what to coat them with, but it's Johnny Rock. It's really good stuff. This sleeve's made of alloy, just like the Authentics, and again the finish is bob on. If you scroll down my feed, you'll see that I did a review on them and showed you how to set them up and how to use them. This works just the same. So we've got the switch, it's got magnets in there that oppose each other, give us a switch action. That lifts up the little copper contact, boom, fires. Dead simple. It's got AV on the bottom, not VA, bless them. And like I say, it's just that first batch, which was kind of unfortunate, but I think it's a positive, you know. I'll go through life trying to turn happy accidents into positive events, and that's made a rare product at an affordable price. So great little mod. It's got the Hutchinson's design and Avid Life and all the necessary on top, just as the originals have. Boom, lovely. With it you get, same again, AV Hutchinson's deck. Torpedo style deck, much the same as the cap kits we do. Got a big solid copper positive there, and these two stainless negatives. Now these aren't machined, the negative posts are not machined out of the deck, if you like. They're pressed in. So if you give it Johnny Big Balls on your screwdriver, you might turn them a little bit. Bear in mind the cost of these things. I'm almost at the point where I'll say, forget you get a deck. It works, it does the job, there's nothing wrong with it at all. But for the money, just the 2 caps and the mod more than justify the price. And if you do over tighten these and they spin a little bit, just twist them back with your pliers and give them a little tap on the top. Just reset them, yeah? Don't be an animal. You need to be firm but fair with your vaping kit. As I always say, you're not changing the wheel on your car. You're making something that you're going to enjoy vaping, so look after it. You also get Mod Father cap made out of solid brass. The finish on it creeps around the sides a little bit, but you don't see it when it's together. Same on the top. It's maybe got a little bit of coating here and there. Could do with a wee polish, but minor cosmetics. Aside from that, the finish is bob on. The knurling's lovely on the top there. It's all smooth. The airflow holes are nice and even and smoothed out. It's great. And you get the Hubble, 22mm Hubble too. So you can use this deck and that, this deck and that. You could use that on that. You could use the Mod Father on that. You could use that on one of your other mods. You could use that on one of your other mods. You could use that with a different cap, with a standard tugboat cap, or any of your other caps. There's a few combinations available to you with this kit, and all of them work really, really well. They're well made. It's a good bit of kit. That's alright. It's going to do the job nicely. This on its own, to me, is the dog's bollocks. I've hardly put mine down since I got it. Really, really liking it. And it all goes together so well. Here's mine that I'm using, that I've got built up. And I've got my usual KMA, I think that is. I think that's Hot Wires KMA, 5 wraps on a 2.5 bit. There's a video down in my feed that shows you my version of a sleeper coil, which is what I've used on this. So it's one piece of wire for 2 coils, and the reason that I use 2.5 is to get a bit more clearance on the sides. So when we fit the top cap, there's a bit more room next to those airflow holes, just to give us a bit more flow. They're nice and airy anyway, but if we start blocking those over with coils, we're going to lose some of that advantage, yeah? So instead of my usual 3mm, I use 2.5 on these. Do that extra wrap, comes out about the same, about 0.08, and it certainly delivers, as you can see. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah? So there you go. I'm getting to say that a lot, aren't I? So there you go. There you go. Nothing wrong with that. Really, really nice bit of kit. Let's come unscrewed quite a way. 1, 2, 3 should do it. Yeah. Lovely jubbly. Really good action. Really good smooth fire. We'll go back up top. I'll have a vape. Talk a bit more bollocks. And show you a bit more. Thank you very much. So there you go. You know, to be fair, I don't think you can go far wrong for the money. Forget it's got AV on it or VA on it, and it pertains to be an Avid Life clone. Forget that it's got Mod Father or Hubble written on the cab. Just look at it on its own merits. For 40 quid for the complete kit, or 50 quid for the AV version. Can you go wrong? Can you go wrong? A solid copper Mech mod in its own right, with a dripper and 2 caps, 40 quid. No, bob on. It's absolutely bob on. It works as well as my authentic. You know, the threads aren't compatible. I can't unscrew bits of this and screw bits of my authentic on. But it fits itself nice, and it fits all my other clones nice. You know, I've done a right mix and match with the black against copper and brass and all sorts, just to see if they're all interchangeable, and they are. The switch works fine. It's hard. The 510's really smooth. I've done a few different drippers on there. and they're all bob on. In its own right, it's a winner chicken dinner. And for the styling, obviously, you know, it looks the dog's bollocks. It will get you on that steam train to Flavortown for nothing. For what? If you and your missus are with another couple and you're getting a takeaway, you're going to get no change out of the cost of one of these. And we all know where that takeaway ends up the following morning. You know, so yeah, good. Absolutely bob on. I don't think you can go wrong. It's as safe as any Mech mod out there, whether it costs you 20 quid or 300 quid or more, 500 quid. It's you know, it's well engineered, it's well put together. It does what it says on the tin. There you go. So there we have the Comp Life Murdered Out AV Able and Mod Father Stroke Hubble Kit Clone. Try saying that when you've had a few. Not that I do have a few, obviously. Teetotal. Let me have another quick vape. I know that amongst the elitists there's controversy and people slag them off and there's haters out there and all the rest of it. But I believe not everyone can afford IN kit. I can't. And you want to be able to vape on something that you enjoy using. You know, with this sort of thing, you can use great gear and still afford to pay your bills at the end of the month. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. And a life saved vaping is still a life saved. So remember, people, smoking kills, vaping saves lives. Which do you choose? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again soon.